back to my channel. Are you preparing for Thanksgiving this week? If so, I hope you find this video helpful because I'm here to show you how you can make you a quick holiday centerpiece for your dining area or your table as you prepare to host and entertain family and friends this week. So without further ado, this is what I have chosen and selected to use to demonstrate from. I found this ginger jar, I think that's what they call these, a ginger jar, at Home Goods, my local Home Goods. I love Home Goods. And these come in a variety of different colors and sizes. I chose this one, and this one was a little pricey. It was $49.99, but I just thought it was really pretty and I thought it went well. The gold elements in it went well with the fall colors. As for the stems that I'm using, all of these came from Hobby Lobby. And when I tell you Hobby Lobby had a great sale, or they still may have it, all the fall stems, everything that's marked with an orange tag that says fall was 75% off. And so these were really, really awesome, authentic looking stems that came at an excellent price. And so if you're in there, just go in there and see if they still have them. Even without the sale, they weren't bad. On average, the average stem was maybe between $7.99 and $10.99. But to have it at 75% off, of course, we know that's a much better deal. So hopefully they have that sale still on and you can run in and get your few items. So these are the stems that I chose to use. Again, I wanted to capture the fall colors, which remind me of Thanksgiving. I didn't really want to use the maple leaf. Nothing against the maple leaf. I just wanted to kind of go out of the box with it a little bit. And so this is what I came up with. So I have colors that are ranging anywhere from greenish to brownish to like olive hues, some orange reddish hues, more deep gold, oranges, and things of that nature. And then I also wanted to go with different textures. So this is like a billy ball type look with a very, I don't know what you call the sticky ball, like a sticky texture to it. These are more like furry, and these kind of mimic like some fall leaves. And so with that said, we'll get started. And one of the things I wanted to demonstrate was how do you make an arrangement and still maintain the integrity of the stem? And what I mean by that is, a lot of times we buy these stems, especially if you're spending some money, like $10.99 a stem, that's some money. And you don't want to cut this and then not be able to use it in the future for another container that you want to put them in. So one of the things I like to suggest is when you're buying your stems, try to go with those that have wire in them so that they can be molded and they're more pliable to fit the size that you're gonna need. So that way you can, when you finish using it for Thanksgiving, you may be able to use it for a taller vase. In that case, you wanna leave it tall, but if it's gonna be a shorter one, you can always bend it down to the size that you need. So just wanna share that tip with you. So what I like to do is get started with my flowy items. So here I have my jar, and just to give you some perspective, these are pretty tall stems. So I know I don't want to build my flower like this, my arrangement like this. I know I need to bend these down. And if you notice these are a little bent, it's because I had already created the arrangement. And then I decided, you know what, let me share. So I deconstructed it and I'm gonna build it back up for you guys. So this is what I don't want to do because I don't have a lot of stems. And so if I put all of these in here at the length that they are, the arrangement's gonna look pretty sketchy. It's gonna have a lot of holes and things of that nature. It's not gonna have volume. So what I wanna do is I wanna bend these down to size that will give me the volume that I need. So here's our first one. So that's what I'm going for. I want that flow to come out, but I don't want all the extra stem to be exposed. So that's the look I'm going for today. So as you can see, I only got 2 stems in, and it's already shaping up to be what I need it to be, what I'm envisioning. Okay, so I have about 5 of these. So, no, actually 6. So I'm gonna put 5 in for now. So I have 1 in the front, I'm sorry, 2 on the sides, and then 1 in the back, and then I'm gonna do 1 in the front. So now I have 4 of my 6 stems in there. And I'm just gonna hold these in case I need to come back and add some height with that color. So now I have 4 in there. So the next thing I want to do is go in with my stems that look like this and pretty much do the same thing. This is going to give us a little more depth with the color so that we can incorporate more elements of fall. So I'm just going to turn that around so you kind of see how it's shaping up. And this is just with 6 stems so far. So you see how much volume we have by just shortening the stems? I'm gonna add that one in now. And so that was our last one like that. But look how voluminous, is that the word, or is it voluminous? I don't know. But it's adding more volume. It's giving volume. It's giving volume. Okay. So next, I want to go in. I love these. I don't know what they are, but when I saw them, I said I had to have them. They have these little bulbs on there. They look very, very real. So real. And I'm going to add this in to give me even more volume. And the wonderful thing about these is the wire goes throughout this particular stem. So in other words, each one of these, I can play with it and move it some to the back. I can move some to the front, on the side. And so it appears that it really is a part of the entire scope of this arrangement. So, and I like it to be whimsical like that. I love that. It reminds me of Curly Willow, which I love. So I only have 2 of those, so I'm gonna make sure I spread him around really good. And sometimes you just have to work with it so you can get that look you're looking for. Just play with it a little bit. Okay, so again, I'll do a 360 so you can see how it's shaping up. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back and add some, what I like to call filler. I already see that most of my oranges are around the parameter. So now I want to add a little height with the orange, now that I have some more stems in there that can support it in that way. So look at that. That made a difference already. So now I'm going to add some more color, different shades of green. This is really going to start to make it pop. And you might be wondering, well, why are you building it as if it's not a 360 item? Well, I'm gonna have a front part, sides, and a back, but I really am favoring the front, to be honest, but it is gonna be positioned on a counter space. And so, but I'll make sure that I'm incorporating enough of most of the elements so that I can still have a 360 view. So like this one, I only have 1 of those. Yeah, I only have 1 of those. So he's gonna be more or less in the front, my primary view. The front is gonna get more views, to be honest. And so that's where my focus is, but I'm still going to, I'm not gonna leave the back bare, but it's not my focus. It's not my 100% focus. Okay, she's shaping up. She's shaping up. And again, sometimes you might have a little piece to fall off. That's okay. You might have to bend the wire to get it to lay like you want it to, so that it can give you the volume that you need all around. So now I'm gonna go in with these, and I wanna add a little bit more height with these because my sides are sticking out so far. Let me give it some height now. Ooh, I love it. So I'm gonna put a couple of these in there. So if you notice, those that are shorter, they're gonna add volume to the base. And then as you go on about creating the arrangement, you can then add volume to the sides, to the height. So I can already see that I need something right about here. And that's why I left one of these out, because I knew I would. And then these, because they're balls and they're kind of round and add a different texture, I want these to help fill in my base. So that's what we're gonna do next. And then we're gonna wrap it up. Uh-oh. So for example, I do want one of those there, but then I also want one back here. And these again can be made to spread out so that it looks like it's growing throughout and not just in one spot. I hope you can see this okay. I'm gonna turn it around, but I know I have to work the front first. And then last but not least, I'm gonna try to pull these little things out because this is my front once again. And now I'm going to wrap it up by completing the height, that hole in the top. And I call her done. I call her done. Actually, I have one moment. I forgot about this one, I dropped. So we can actually put her in there as well. Let's make it so we can get it in. Find a spot, and in she goes. And again, no right or wrong way. Just wanted to share some tips to help you with your holiday decor, your Thanksgiving holiday decor. I know most of the world is probably already focused on Christmas, but just in case you wanted to adorn your table with something nice that represents the Thanksgiving holiday, I just wanted to come in and share this. I do hope it was helpful. Hopefully, if you don't have this, you can run out and get some of these stems from Hobby Lobby and find your ginger jar or just a vase that you might have laying around the house and make you a quick arrangement. Now, this one is rather large, and I'm gonna also just share with you one more arrangement that I made that you can use with just a handful of stems. 5 to 7 stems in a vase that I had lying around the house. So if you want to go on a smaller scale, you don't want this, something as big as this or wide as this, then I'll show you, I'm going to demonstrate too how to do one more. And this one, we're going to be using a lot less stems. So stay tuned. So here we are with our 7 stems, and we're going to go in with this vase. This vase I already had laying around the house. And I think, yep, the tag's still on it. Got it from Home Goods, and it was on sale for $22. It had a red sticker on it. It was on clearance. And so I just pulled the other flowers out that I had in here so that I can make this one and demonstrate this for you. So I'm gonna go with these because I started with, in my last arrangement, I started with these first. And I just want to show you, again, when you have a stem this long, and just for reference, I have a measuring tape here. These are really long. Just from the base of the flower to the bottom of the stem is 25 inches. That's not counting the top where the flower is. So that's pretty long. And so, unless you have a lot of these, I wouldn't build it without bending my stem. Once again, I want it to be full. I don't want it to look like that. So what we're gonna do is start off in the same way as before and bend the stem to the height you want. So for me, I think that's a pretty good height for this vase, because again, it's taller versus wider. So that's pretty much the width that I think I'm comfortable with. And for you, whatever floats your boat is fine. So I only have 3 of these, and so I'm gonna just do like a little triangle, 1, 2, 3. So there we are. Just give you a 360 view so far. Now I want to go in, I'm going to say these for last. And the reason why is because these are going to be what I consider my fillers. And because each one of these, again, are pliable and have wire throughout, I can kind of spread them out so it gives the appearance that they're growing throughout the arrangement. We're going to go in with these. I do not know what you call these, but I love these. Love, love, love these. Just as I mentioned in the other arrangement, it reminds me of curly willow, and I've always loved working with curly willow. Even when I used to do a lot of live cut flower arrangements, curly willow was one of my go-tos. So we're gonna stick that in. One there. And the other one here. And the thing about this plant, it has these little ones at the bottom. So I'm gonna pull them up just a little bit because they can they can be part of what I need for the volume at the base. So as you can see, that one's right there. There's another one right there. I have a couple that I'm pulling through at the front because I really like those and I want them to be seen. So pull those out right there. And again, this is only 7 stems. So she's shaping up. She's shaping up. But we see we have to work with this middle hole, and we're going to be able to do so by using these. So now we're going to try to fill some of that hole that we have right there. And then that'll be it. I'm gonna do that with this stem here. And sometimes you get something in and it doesn't look like you want it to look. It's okay to just reach back in there, take him out, and reposition. It is perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. One minute, everyone. Let me reposition this one again. There it is. That's what I was looking for. I lost this one, but nothing goes to waste. I'm going to find a spot to put him. somewhere. There it is. All right. So I am, again, I'm focused on a frontal view, and my view is the front. And then I'm gonna give her a spin and show her to you. So that you can kind of get the idea of what I was trying to accomplish here. Uh-oh. One moment, bear with me, you guys. So I'm gonna give her a spin. This is pretty much it. I mean, this is what you can accomplish with just a handful of stems. I could probably do some more adjustments to kind of give it a little bit more volume in the center. But for the most part, I really like a whimsical look. And so I'm okay with that. And I may steal one from the other arrangements just to put one more thing right there. But just to give you an idea of what you can do a whole lot. You can really make a statement, a design statement with very little. So this, like I said, was a vase. I'm just recycling. I already had it at home. And 7 stems, you guys, 7. And the price is really good because once again, these came from Hobby Lobby and they had all the fall decor for 75% off. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you could use these same tips, not necessarily for Thanksgiving arrangements, for any arrangement that you do, artificial arrangement that you may do at home. I hope to share some more things in the future, especially with Christmas coming up. I still have a lot of Christmas decor that I need to finish, so I hope to capture some of that and share it with you. But in the meantime, if this was helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe and come back for more. Talk to you soon.